there's that weird smile again. Why do you have that weird smile? It's unsettling.
I can't carry on with that face. Look at it. I'm going to get nightmares with that face.
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science. Welcome back to ReddX. My goodness, we had some waves made on that My Filipina video. She's becoming too Americanized, and people said dive deeper. And indeed, the rabbit hole is quite deep. They're already back together, but they haven't deleted these videos, so I might as well cover what happened between them. Nothing good, that's what I know, but how deep does the rabbit hole go? I guess we shall see, so buckle in. Thanks so much for joining me for whatever the hell this is, and we'll see how it goes. It's probably gonna be great, it's fine. Thanks for being here, by the way. Here he is, everyone, Chad2Dad, numeric 2 on TikTok. I'm so glad TikTok wasn't deleted, because we would have lost golden content like this. People who just air their whole life out for no reason whatsoever, basically. Like the tiniest modicum of fame. I'm amazed. It's using fame very loosely. Okay, let's see what he has to say. His rebuttal to the thing that we watched earlier.
So a couple of my videos have gone viral. I'm the guy who is separated from his Americanized Filipino wife. Yeah, I'm Chad2Dad. I'm a grandiose narcissist who had a dream, and it was to turn my life around and not be stacking bodies, and I wanted to be a dad. You know, it happened late in life because I was married for a very long time prior to that, and it didn't happen, so...
So, were you married for a very long time, or were you stacking bodies? Your hair is so greasy, too. What the hell? How could you just get on the camera and be like, yeah, I look good enough?
It's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
Like, I could never reach that point, honestly. Hence, impish VTuber model. But it fits. I'm an impish guy, you know? I like to have fun. This guy, he doesn't know how to have any fun. He's taking things way too seriously. Even the username, Chad2Dad, it's cringe, dude. You've never been a Chad. I don't think Chad is a title you can bestow on yourself, you know? You have to ask your grandma to call you that. And then write a 4chan post about how it makes you happy. You know he goes on 4chan. You know he does. r/passport bros. Okay, whatever. Continuing on.
You know, go do your digging and you'll meet my ex-wife and you'll get all the drama.
Oh,
but the
yeah.
drama seems to be centered around two narratives. One narrative, I'm a sick, creepy, oppressive, controlling, rich bastard who uses my power, influence, wisdom, and wealth to control an innocent, naive, dumb, third world woman.
Well, you just laid it down pretty flat there. I'm surprised he didn't, cry victim like he was doing in the last video. Or at least not as strongly. You know, he's like, people think of all these things, but I'm totally not. It's like, well, prove it. Actions speak a lot louder than words, and to be honest, you're not even saying the right words at this point. What the hell's going on with you there, fella? He doesn't even know. I don't even have a good therapist that I can recommend because, honestly, I wouldn't inflict you on anybody.
And the second narrative is, I'm the victim of a manipulative, conniving, long game playing gold digger. What's missing from all this is the real narrative, our story, our love. Yeah, we have problems, but we have a lot of love. And we're putting it out there because it needs to be told. All right? And it is helping us. JN watches her supporters and I watch my supporters. And we come back to the table and say, okay, are we just fucking walking memes?
I mean, you wish. I don't think you're even that popular. I'm glad you do have supporters and you can interact with them and such like that, but the main thing should be building a relationship with your wife and doing fun things together and sharing experiences and things like that. It's not about like, oh, look how many likes I got on TikTok. That's it's really a weird way to go through life. Like, I love the hell out of my wife, but I do it in real life, you know? There's no Facebook posts and all this shit. You just do it. Stop talking about it and you just do it. Sometimes it really is that easy. Chad to dad. He's never gonna understand. He's all talk. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, I took a shower yesterday. No, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't.
I smell shit.
You've been up all night scrolling TikTok. You're a mess. Take a shower, get some sleep, eat something, I guess.
Or do we have our own identities? And we're united in fighting for our own identities. So, thanks for the views. It ain't going to change what happens. It's all projection of folks' own hatreds and prejudices and experiences in life.
Uh-huh.
But this is its own. And you're welcome to keep watching if you'd like. And we'll watch back, okay? Bye. Thanks.
There's that weird smile again. Why do you have that weird smile? It's unsettling.
I can't. I can't carry on with that face. Look at it. I'm going to get nightmares with that face.
I don't want you to watch back, honestly. Like, I do want you to watch these videos specifically, but you don't have to like everything. That's okay. You can just get mad at me because I made whatever 1 or 2 videos that featured you. Actually, he probably loves it. Probably he loves it. Thanks for the views, he says. Oh yeah, what's TikTok pay per 1,000 views? Fucko.
You're broke. You're f***ing poor.
That'll make me sleep better at night. There was no apology, there was no contrition. He simply admitted to everything that he is. He's like, oh, I'm a narcissist, etc., etc. Made up some stories about him banging some chicks, and then his first marriage fell apart. We don't want to go into any sort of detail on that, do we? But now I have this one, and now I totally get to be a dad now. Isn't that great? Yeah, that's great. You know what's even better than being a dad? 2 Christmases. You can be a single dad, she can be a single mom.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Roundy round we go. I did dig up her Twitter and she has her own response to things. So let's bring over Chad to Dad's wife, J-Ann. J-Ann in Hawaii. AnnV.C on Twitter if you're curious. And I definitely am. Let's see how deep this drama can go.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized.
I think the word Americanized has nothing to do with someone who is disrespectful, especially to your people. Let's say that your closest people. It's because he disrespected my parents, screaming, snatching some things, verbally and physically. So what I am thinking that time, you are freely disrespecting me and abusing me. I think that's enough. You can do it. You can do it 24/7 to me. You can do it anytime. But
No.
To the point that you're gonna be disrespecting my people, especially my parents. I think that's what, draw the line. I think that's when the time that I said, I want to separate. It's not because I wanted to separate, just because I wanted it. I've dealt a lot with him for the last 2 years that I am here.
We got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia. I was greeted with the announcement from J-Ann that she wanted a separation.
For the last 2 years.
Because she just explained why. Because you're acting like a freak during what's supposed to be a nice little vacation. Hey, we're gonna go have some fun with your parents in Orlando, and you're just like screaming at people and shit.
Why you have to be mad?
Is this a fun vacation for you? Are you enjoying that? I was so relaxed on my vacation, dude. I didn't scream at my kids once. They're like, I like the new version of Daddy. And then we came back and you get into the shit. And you're like, okay. Damn it, I need some quiet. It's time to work.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
If he's that angry on vacation, I hate to imagine how he would be while working. Yeah, the problem with a lot of these passport bros is that they don't see people. They don't see people, or if they do see people, they don't see at least an equal, which, you know, she's at least bilingual. She's upwardly mobile. She expresses herself well and she's intelligent. she's like 1,000 times more likable than fucking Chad 2 Dad. 2 years. That's all he got. And she saw him for what he is. She's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Hopefully he didn't make babies, right? We haven't polluted the gene pool quite yet. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Maybe the comments can let me know. But yeah, this is some tasty gossip, isn't it? Let's keep going, I guess.
Years I am standing up for myself. I know it's really difficult because I have children, and I honestly doesn't want to separate with him. It's just came out to my mouth that I'm so fed up, I'm so done. It's because I'm so hurt and he's not gonna change. There's no way that he will change. All I know is if I didn't stop or I didn't make a move, it's gonna be a normal. He's gonna disrespect me, he's gonna disrespect my people, he's gonna disrespect anyone. So this is just me that, putting some boundaries.
Hate everything.
I think that's important. That's important for everybody in their own lives. You gotta know where your line is and you gotta not be afraid to hold it. I think the line should be, you don't disrespect me or my family, but if the family's really what stokes it up, then good. I'm glad that he hit that button and put this entire fucking quote-unquote relationship out of its misery, which really, I don't think it did because they're back together and et cetera, but I'm sure there will be more gossip somewhere later on down the road, and as long as it doesn't feel fake to me, I'll keep an eye on it. Why not?
About me and what I provide, and decide to leave.
He claims that I hated what he provides. As far as I remember, I'm always grateful for him. I'm always vocal, thanking him for my life right now. You can see my social media. I never criticizes him. It's always praising, even though there's something going on inside our house. I will never speak or talk about our fights on my social media. It's because I am protecting him and I'm protecting my children. We have kids, the next 10, 20 years, there's gonna be social media and they might see this. I think it's really selfish for him to post for views, for attention, for sympathy. If you can go up here and talk to me and you will say to people that out of transparency, I will talk about it, but you're transparent to the public, but you are not transparent to me. Just for clarification too, half of the trip paid by his ex-wife. All of the park tickets, Universal and also Disney World, it was paid by his ex, and also the Airbnb and the grocery.
You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick.
You didn't even have to pay for it, and you're still so fucking upset about it. Oh, I'm just amazed. What the hell? How is what I ask you? Finesse the ex-wife into paying for Disney and Universal tickets? Man. Maybe he's got more game than I thought. I don't know.
I just wanted to let you know too that we have a really good relationship with the ex-wife, and to be honest with you, she's really nice to my kids and she's really nice to me. She's like my closest mother here in Hawaii. I can talk to her anytime, and she's really a good person. And I remember when we were in the mainland, she told us, my parents and me, and she said that this is my gift to you. You are wondering why my parents came over.
Let's wait on that. I just want to say that you are now trauma bonded with the ex-wife because you've both experienced this fucking maniac, okay? It's not Battle Brothers, it's like Snail Trail Sisters. Gross. Okay. It's pretty obvious why your parents came, I don't need a reason for visiting family and stuff like that. But she explains herself a lot, and she explains herself well. It's very transparent. It's good. I'll listen if you want to tell me some things. Go ahead.
because we supposedly go back to the Philippines for 3 months, just me and the kids. It's because I am really homesick. I've been here for 2 years. He promised me that we're gonna go back to the Philippines at least once or twice a year, but that never happened. And so I kept on telling him that I need to go back. It's because we have activities, like my ate is gonna get married, my big sister, and I am the maid of honor. And also I wanted to do some christening for the kids, and also I wanted to spend Christmas with my whole family. It's been 2 years since they haven't seen Race and they haven't met Rocky, because I gave birth to Rocky here in Hawaii. And it's just really a family thing. You need to go back, and it's just sad. It's because fast forward to the booking day, I already booked going back to the Philippines, and then that same day he canceled it too. It's because he said that I'm ungrateful. It's because
Damn, dude. Fuck carrot and stick. He's making the stick out of carrot. That is like a deep level of psychological maltreatment that I can't even quantify in words. It's almost inhuman. Oh, you haven't visited back home for 2 years? Well, I totally got the money to do it, but I canceled it because you're ungrateful. Holy shit. I understand the pain of not going back home, I had not been back home for like fucking 7 years or some crazy stuff like that. No, it was 9. It was 9 years. Almost a decade. I went back and everything changed. I would love to visit more regularly if the money were provided. Sometimes it ain't there. Apparently he's got it and he's just, dangling it. That's insane.
because I didn't say thank you right away. It's because at that time I got excited. It's because the ex-wife said that she's gonna come. Same day, the same exact day when he booked it, he canceled it right away. And I don't have any choice. It's because I don't have money. I don't have any control about finance.
And I discovered through
no control of the finances. It is like classic financial maltreatment, Some people might be like, well, she should get her own money up and such. But really, he wouldn't allow it. He'd sabotage it at every turn. And the only reason that he can even keep her around is because of the financial incentive. What a hateable individual. Okay, go ahead, talk some more, stupid.
text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children.
So basically in the text message, she's talking to her sister, her ate, and she says she's going to go back with her dad. And sister asks why, and he says that he was very rude. Grabe!
You're old, you know.
What?
You're old.
Like, terribly rude, yes. And sister says, yeah, some people say that. It'll happen. What happened to you? And she said, Mel is shy. There are poor people here. The translation's pretty weird. There's a lot of Tagalog that I don't know. Like, deeper words. But if they're incorrect, Elijah can correct me and put them on the screen. I don't think it truly matters. She's not saying anything terrible. Yes, she's making plans to leave, as she should. I agree with that train of thought. Anyway, continuing on. Sister says, is he next to you? Call me. And she says, well, it's stressful because he's very rude. Nakaka-stress. Grabe. Sister says, Jayanne, are you going to change the schedule of the flight? Make it January 3rd. Para is stop. Stop on January 4th. They're all here now. Isa na lang seat. Just one seat. Nang January 4th available sa economy. Yeah. On January 4th in economy. Okay. Well, this is fun. Let's keep going. Oh, that was it. But yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. This dude he's clearly a maniac. Okay.
My ate, my big sister, is back in the Philippines. I contacted her about what's going on here. And then I told her that my mom is gonna go back same date with my papa. and she needs to book for my ate. But that didn't happen. It's because they have to rebook the ticket for them to go back to the Philippines. It's earlier because my papa supposedly go back to the Philippines on January 5th, but that didn't happen. They went back home yesterday, December 30, and they arrived at December 31. You know what's really sad is that my parents...
You know what's really sad is that she's seriously about to cry. Like, I could see her getting worked up in the last one. This time, the eyes looking a little more glassy, puffy. Don't cry. It's not worth crying over, okay? He's a fucking scumbag.
He doesn't deserve you. If he doesn't treat you right by now, you're gone. I'm gone. Now go chop his dick.
You deserve much better, and you'll find it. Apparently the lesson needs to be learned again since, I don't know, she did end up back in the relationship, but be learned it will, as lessons tend to be.
Parents are very excited, especially my papa. He thought that it's gonna be a great trip, but it's disaster. They came here just to be disrespected. They stress na sobrang stress na mga mukha nila, alam mo yun. They're supposed to have a good time.
They were supposed to have a great time here, but instead, they got disrespected.
Sobrang sakit ng ulo ko kasi nakita ko
Sakit ng ulo! My head hurt, seeing my parents' hurt face. I saw it in their face that they were hurt. Sa mukha. They're not saying anything, but I can see in their eyes that they're hurt, and he knows my parents didn't do anything bad to him, but he's still disrespected, and
sobrang pambabastos. Ang bastos talaga, promise. Hindi ko matanggap.
I can't accept it, so I told him that we're gonna split. Because when I talk to him about it, it's like it doesn't mean anything to him. It doesn't. And now we repeat the narcissist cycle where he love bombs you and reels you back in, and like I said, the lesson is going to be learned once more. I know the hurt that you were feeling in this moment, like that really sucks. I'm sorry that another human being made you feel that way, especially one that's supposed to love and protect you. But he failed to do either of those things, so maybe we should hold on to that feeling. Let it grow into a little ball of hate. Stoke it up, because it's not always unhealthy, is it? Scumbag is out here acting like the victim. Just, yeah, destroying the lives of people around him, making them feel less than for no reason than he wants to feel like he's more than. It's a disgusting way to go through life. But I'm going to have to go look at his stupid greasy hamburger mug again because I got to see how they got back together and what the story behind that is, right? Oh boy, I found the rebuttals. I hope there's not rebuttals to the rebuttals. I think they just get back after this, after fighting publicly on social media. It's a mess of a relationship. You can already tell. I could tell at 28-year age gap that this was not going to go well, but it's gone much worse than I ever imagined. So let's recap what she said and then hear his response.
Disaster. They came here just...
The 5 things that I did to disrespect my Filipino in-laws. Now, I qualify Filipino because different cultures get disrespected in different ways. So don't come at me for being a racist. This is the context. Hi, Chad to Dad here.
Was that a fucking intro? You show like your greasy hair. I hate his. How is he so greasy all the time?
My God, you're greasy.
Just doesn't shower. That's how you can offend Filipinos. Really, I don't think we even need to qualify it. Just how did I offend my in-laws would be fine. It gets a little bit weird when you're like, oh yeah, this is their nationality. Oh, and also I'm not racist. It's like guilty conscience, bro. I don't know what's going on there.
had a horrible Disney World experience with my in-laws. And I'm just going to tell my side of it. Not my side of the story, but I'm going to say what I did to disrespect my Filipino mother and father, and as well as my sister. Number one, I did not eat the food that they cooked. It wasn't because I didn't like it, and it wasn't because I wasn't hungry. It's because I protested.
You're a fucking man-child is what it is. That's a protest for you? How about you talk to your wife or her family about things that you do or don't like to eat? And I'll admit, Filipino food, it's a little rough on the eyes, okay?
Oh my God! What is that?
It's not the most presentable looking thing most of the time, but put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth! I'm telling you, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Just put it in your mouth and swallow it and pretend like you like it.
And I'm not just talking lumpia. You gotta go deep with it. Try the dinaguan. It's nice. It's like a blood organ stew. But they spice it up. It tastes real good. Mix some rice in there. You'll be in heaven. Nice cold beer. Jesus. How can you truly love your wife who's from a different culture if you don't truly appreciate her culture? He doesn't truly love her is the easy answer there. Okay, continuing.
I didn't eat the food that they cooked.
I protested.
And then number two, when they left the food out on the table, that stayed out all day, when we came back from one of the Disney World days, I called them slobs for leaving the food out.
I mean, did you put the little fly cover on it? Honestly, my mother-in-law comes over. She cooks breakfast, and I don't get up till noon. This food's sitting out there. You don't eat it? Well, it's going to be sitting out there basically all day. It's sort of like a Filipino thing. Why you want to wrap it up and put it away? You're going to eat it. It's only a day old. Once the leftovers go in the fridge, they disappear forever. Everybody knows that. So leave it on the table. Somebody will snack on it. It's going to be fine. But surely you have to understand, guys, that he was so stressed out from his free day at Disney World that his ex-wife paid for. Can't even treat the in-laws on your own dime. I think that's hella sad, man. How are your financials looking, bro? I shouldn't ask. It's rude to ask. I can tell by your haircut that this is a touchy subject for you.
Number three.
What's counting?
I clapped sarcastically when Mama finally stepped in and helped JM by bathing the kids after a long day. I clapped loud and long and sarcastically.
Why? Why did you feel the need to do that? Why would you not step in and assist in bathing your own children? You're just like observing all of this unfold and you're like, hey, she'll never get it figured out. What a fucking dick. I mean, it is, small things, I guess, in the grand scheme, but they really add up. And women's anger, it's like a bucket, dude. Little drips and drops, and eventually it's overflowing.
I've had enough of your bullshit!
Just be careful, that's all I'm saying. Sarcastic clapping for who? To entertain yourself? By being a dick to your wife and her mother? In front of your kids? God, dude! I can't. I don't have the words for how despicable all of this is.
Number 4.
Uh-huh.
I snatched the keys out of Papa's hands. He spent his morning loading the car up, getting ready to go back to Georgia, and he went to hand the keys to me, and I just snatched them out of his hand and went down to start the car.
Oh, is that all you
did? And number 5.
There's no, further context to it? I was angry in the moment. No, that's just a thing that you do regularly. You're a snatcher, are you? It's rude. It's not good behavior. It's almost as bad as sarcastically clapping that your mother-in-law has to help your wife with your children. Oh, my God.
I told Ate, fuck you too, when she said that I was being a bad host. All right, that's the facts. That's the truth. Those are the top 5 things that I did.
Oh, just the top 5.
My Filipino mother and father-in-law and my sister-in-law. I'm going to make things right.
No.
But it's too soon for that. And we will get to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.
It's too soon for that? For what?
I'm afraid that kind of logic doesn't apply here.
To apologize because you acted like a dick? I think it would be better if you did it sooner, honestly. Oh, you are being a bad host. You're snatching keys, you're yelling at people for no reason whatsoever, and somebody calls you out on it and you say, fuck you too. Oh yeah, putang ina mo. Surely you will have learned what that means and how to say it, even if you just have a passing brush with a Filipino. They will teach you. And you need to be careful with that because them's is fighting words in the Philippines. You'll get punched. They don't fuck around out here. Seems like Chad to Dad forgot all that. It's a shame J.N. doesn't have a brother to come over and like fucking show you what for, you know? What a mess of a human being. Just an absolute disaster. He's like, oh, I'm totally going to put the pieces back together. I got the love bombing phase planned out, but it's too soon. You got to let her stew for a little bit. He's a fucking monster. And the saddest part of all is I don't think he realizes it. His wife definitely does, but she's like, I don't know, stay together for the kids. He provides money and things, and at least I can hang out with the trauma-bonded ex-wife. That's really the big upside for you, isn't it? Hanging out with his ex. Why don't you just marry his ex? She might actually respect your parents. Like, just because you're the same age, you think you don't have to offer them due respect? Respecting your elders is huge in Filipino culture. Seems like he just wanted to use that to his advantage, though. I'm an old man, you have to do what I say. Gross. Here's another stupid rebuttal video to something that she posted and he feels insecure about. So yes, definitely air it out for all the world to see, please. That's just what we need.
Clarify too that I am not getting any allowance and I don't have credit card. So everything that I am purchasing, I have to ask permission and this needs to be discussed. So if you want something, we're gonna discuss it. This is how our marriage works.
Everybody, Chad to Dad here, coming at you with some more rage bait, which I just simply call the truth in reality.
It is sort of rage bait, isn't it? Why'd you take that fucking helmet off? Did you just take it off for like the intro of the video? The door's closed, your kid's playing. Did you just come in here? Maybe he just wears that motorcycle helmet all the time when he's not on camera. That's why his hair's so greasy and disgusting. No, but why are you happy today? That sounds good.
Happy today because I get to spend some time with my son.
Oh, that's awesome.
As I do a little remodeling in my basement that I've been hanging out. Now, I saw my wife post on TikTok yesterday, I think it was, that she has to ask permission to get money. Like, yeah, actually, that's true.
He's in, boys! He did it! He said it!
Well, at least we get a little bit of the truth coming out, you know? He's like, I'm totally remodeling my basement and also playing with my kid and also filming a TikTok video because I gotta correct the record. Yeah, you're right. I don't give my wife money. That's totally true. Is there a butt coming? I sense a butt coming.
And when I thought about it, I realized that was pretty fucking embarrassing. It's not like I spend a lot of money on myself.
Self-realization for real?
With boys or golfing or play video games, stuff like that. See, my philosophy is the money that I earn is the family's money. There's no mine and all that. But, you know, what she said was pretty triggering. So I want to tell you something. I've come up with a plan. And the plan...
What she said was triggering? For who? For you? You're the one inflicting it on her. What the fuck? How big of you to decide that this money, all of this money, it's the family's money. Actually, it's like, yeah, you're the dad. That's your fucking job, is to spend as little as possible so the people around you can subsist, like, to the maximum. That's not something worth bragging about. That's it's like the bare minimum, dude. Jesus.
Plan is for Jan to earn the money that she wants.
Oh.
And how are we going to do that? She started a business. She started a business as a landlord. That way, she can file taxes and contribute to Social Security. She needs to do that anyway to become a U.S. citizen and learn responsibility with money. Landlords have a lot of responsibility. They have a lot of overhead, right? The construction that I'm doing down here, she's going to have to pay for that out of the first couple, 3, 4, 6 months of the rent. And any maintenance and support that I give her, she got to pay me like a handyman.
So I want her to earn this money, but also I want to take most of that money from her for like handyman stuff and, you know, the things that I already paid for. It's like, it's great that you want her to have her own business and do all the things, but how about something that she might actually enjoy? What is landlord? Where did that come from? Did she come up with that? Did you come up with that? Don't answer, because I already know. Yeah, they could pay the rent, and then you could give me, like, most of that. That would be awesome. But don't worry, it's the family's money now. You're not actually paying me, you're paying the family. This is insanity, dude. This is a lot to take in. I'll say that.
And learn responsibility with money by running a business, profit, loss, everything else. Yeah, early on in our marriage, after about a year, I just stopped giving her money because I was getting pissed off at the waste, right? And another thing is, I don't feel like...
What's the waste?
A wife should get paid to be a mom. Right?
Oh my God.
You're both contributing to the family with your sweat equity. I do sweat equity as well as cash. And a mom...
Bro, he has the most sweat equity. He's such a... a greasy, sweaty boy, isn't he? I don't think that a wife should, you know, get paid to be a mom either, but your job is to tend to her. You realize that she has needs and wants, and you need to go and get her those things. You're the provider, no? Apparently no. That's not how he sees things. You be a landlord and then give me all the money. That's what I call sweat equity. I like how he says it in like 3 syllables. Equity. I say equity. Can you say it like me? Normal, like a human? Bet you can. All right, get that going.
I'm taking care of kids, being a stay-at-home mom. That's her investment in the family. I don't think you should get paid to be a mom. So I don't know if this will work.
Oh my God.
But I think I found a way for Jan to generate the income that she wants, contribute to her citizenship, and earn the money that she has so that she can be more responsible for it. And stop saying that she needs permission from me to spend money or to get money. Thanks. Bye.
Here, we gotta be safe. Safety first. Safety first. Okay, go. No.
Yeah, just throw your kid in the middle of there so I hate you a little bit less. It doesn't work, okay? I still remember all of the things you said, and you're basically treating your wife like a workhorse. Jesus. I'm sure you posed the idea really well, and she's excited about it, but I already see how this is going to go. Not well is the answer. I think that's what I said at the beginning of the video. So that's a super cool big brain idea. She's a landlord now, and also, yeah, she's 6 weeks pregnant now as well. It was just another human life thrown into this whole fucking hell pile.
It's in my opinion, we've got a lot to worry about here. I'm scared. Ah!
Super. Awesome. Love to hear it. Good luck, you crazy kids. If I were you personally, I would turn and run. Run and never look back, please. But I can't make these choices for you, you know? I can't live your life for you. Maybe it'll all work out fine. Maybe there are more lessons to learn. I guess we'll see. But I hope you enjoyed the video, friends. Bit of a disappointing ending, them getting back together, isn't it? But oh well, the story will continue to unfold, and I'll probably keep an eye on it, like I do for most things that mention the Philippines in some ways. I'm like, I gotta get involved! So I did, but yeah, I'm good for now. That's a nice beefy video, and yeah, thank you guys for pushing me to do it, for cluing me in. If you'd like to support the channel a bit further, you can sign up on Patreon or YouTube memberships. I'd appreciate the heck out of that. If you can't do it, that's fine. Maybe check out the Fourth Wall for some merch. My Amazon affiliate link if you shop on Amazon. There's plenty of ways to help out the channel, even just sharing a link with your friends. Do you know somebody who hates passport bros? Aside from me, I mean. Anyway, always remember, friends, that you are loved, you're worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.
何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ